everyone, I'm back, and today is going to be another talk video. And yes, I'm sitting in my comfortable spot, and I got my fireplace going, and yeah, I made another video, but I felt kind of awkward making it. So, I had a really good weekend, and I went to Santa Fe, New Mexico to visit family, which was really nice. We had, I was only there for overnights, but still it was nice to have a change of scenery. And I come to find some news out about my mom, but I don't know if I want to talk about it. I'll probably talk about it in the future later because I don't really know if it's a for sure thing or not. I don't know if it's for sure or not. Well, she says it is, but you never know. Something may... Yes, guys, I have Arnold on my phone. I have Arnold on my phone. I even have the ringtone. And let me check my phone real quick. Yes, I had my Vegas Golden Knight shirt on. Excuse that minor interruption, but I'm back now. I had to go do something real quick. But I want to get this up before I forget, because every time I try to make a film, something happens, or either something happens or something else comes up and I forget about it. So I want to get this done so I don't forget about it, but I had to do something that was more important. Okay. People, I am trying to make a video here. Stop interrupting me. I'll just tell him I'm busy. I don't even know this guy. I'm thinking let me block him. I'm not going to talk to you because I don't know you. So, anyway, let me get on with this video without any more interruption. Okay, again, excuse that interruption. So, anyway, I blocked that guy because, for one, I'm not going to call him later because, for one, I don't know you, and I don't need I don't want random guys calling my phone. So I blocked him. Anyway, I was trying to edit it, so excuse my little outburst. So I can't even talk because I had to turn the camera off for a minute so I could get it together, and I don't want to be like, oh, I'm trying to make a video, stop. Like, I do apologize about that, guys. But anyway, so shall I continue? Is anyone going to interrupt me this time and not mean to? It's not like they know I'm filming, but it's just a quinkadink. But anyway, now that's over with, that's done, and let me put the phone up for now. So anyway, I had to go outside and take out the trash, and it was a little chilly out there. Like, every time it's cold, they always want us to go outside and do something, even though it's just, the dumpster is like not that far away, but still, I should have done that I should have done that earlier when it was nice. I kind of wish that I did, because it was like 70. It got up to like in the upper 70s, which was nice. But anyway, here's my cold beer. So anyway, it's one of those things. It is okay. Here's one valuable lesson in life. It's okay to stand your ground and say no. And just because they say, call me later, that does not mean you have to. And I don't really like to talk on the phone. I never have. I am just really shy. Now, as much as I'm not gonna talk to people I don't know, because a few years ago, I tried the long distance relationship thing and it did not work out. And sometimes he still texts me and, you know, he doesn't talk to me that much, but like out of nowhere, he'll text me and I'm like, no, I'm not falling for that. So, dude, if you're watching, I'm not trying to sound rude, but I'm going to be honest with you. You're better off with somebody else, okay? Because I'm not putting up with that, you know? I don't want to play that game. So that's why I have a new rule. And it's my rule that I made up for myself. And I blocked this other guy because I don't want him blowing up my phone. And, okay, don't blow up. That is one thing I absolutely hate. I hate it when people blow up my phone because I find it utterly disrespectful unless you are worried. Now, if you're worried about someone, that's different. But now I'm fine, other than the way that my teeth are. Well, it's just my back teeth, but I have to go back. I went to the dentist the other day, and well, this one, I kind of knew something wasn't right. See?
I'll be back.
Okay, nobody texted me this time, so. Here, let me turn off the ringer for now, so that nobody can interrupt me. So, I'll turn it off for now. I'll put it on. No. Let me silence this phone for now so that I could. There. It's on vibrate, so nobody can interrupt me this time. Anyway, it's on vibrate, but I put it on vibrate for now so that I can finish up this video and get it to you guys. So anyway, the other day, well, in my previous video, I talked about my anxiety with doctors. Well, I have been going, it seems like I've been going to the doctor a lot lately, and they always have to find something wrong. Like, I had mentioned my blood work, and to be honest, I'm sure my blood is just, I'm pretty sure my white blood cells are just fine because everything else was normal. And if they hadn't have checked, if I hadn't have been razzled that day, it would have been fine. And they wanted me to go back the other day so they can check my blood pressure and do labs. And I had found out some news, which I will talk about in another video, because I don't want to talk about it right now because it's kind of up in the air, like I had mentioned a while ago, but I'll get more into that later. And I felt a little bit razzled coming back, and I just did not want to go back feeling the way that I felt with my anxiety, because I didn't want them to check my blood and then my white blood cells be elevated, and then having to do some unnecessary treatment that I probably don't need. So I decided I'm like, can we reschedule? Anyway, a couple of days later, not yesterday, but day before, I went to the dentist, and I found out that I have 2 cavities. And I did my yearly cleaning. Well, I get a cleaning every 6 months, but like once a year I get an exam, which I'm surprised they don't exam your teeth every 6 months, which honestly, that would probably be a good idea. Like, even if it was for a cleaning, I would have told them about about this, because when I first got it, I thought my filling had chipped. I thought my filling came out, because sometimes that happens, so I was thinking that's probably the case. But come to find out, it's a cavity. So And that's even worse. And if you're a dentist and you're watching this, you probably think I'm crazy, but I used to believe, for the longest time, I believed that fillings kept the cavities away. And you can still get cavities, even, with teeth with fillings in them, they can get cavities again. So, nope, that's not the case, but I may have to have a root canal in the future, which I'm hoping the fillings will help avoid that, which the dentist does not want to have to do the root canal, but, if it's necessary, then it's necessary. But he doesn't think it's necessary because at least he knows what he's doing, and I'm gonna take his word for it. So anyway, I've had fillings before, and I don't like the sound of the drill. I just don't. I never have. Like, okay, nothing had traumatized me at the dentist. I remember going to the dentist once, and I would not sit in the dentist chair because if I knew if I was gonna lay, I just didn't like doctors, period. So it was like, I don't know. And as I got older, but at least I still go to the doctor even though I don't want to, because I don't want my health to get out of hand like I did with that staph infection, which I will talk about in another video. And anyway, I hate the sound of the drill. I don't like it, but I found some YouTube videos that actually will help with my anxiety. So anyway, after finding out I'm gonna get fillings, I'm like, oh, this means I have to hear the dreadful drill again. But honestly, it's really gonna be okay. I'm telling myself, Kira, it's gonna be okay. You've done it before. You know exactly what to expect. Just bring your headphones, and you're gonna have some laughing gas, and you'll be good. So you'll get through it. You've got through it before. So the drill, the sound of the drill, my fear of the dental drill started. Okay, this sounds really weird. If you probably heard of Weird Al Yankovic, but he's got this song called Cavity Search, which he did a parody of Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me by U2, which unfortunately, I can't play that song because of copyright issues. But if you've heard that song, you know what I'm talking about. But I remember hearing the sound, listening to the song, and I hear this noise throughout the song. I heard this noise of the drill throughout the song. I didn't know what it was, and I was like, that sounds so scary. But that song, there's nothing funny about it because it's actually the truth. It's the anticipation, waiting, and what to expect. So I think that's what he's talking about. And the sound of the drill had freaked me out for a long time. And the first time I had to go and get fillings, I was so scared. I was crying. So, I cried and cried and cried. I was crying because I was scared. And the dentist was super nice. I'll never forget him. If I ever have to do a root canal, I want him to do it because he's so nice. He would make the experience a lot more comfortable because he's probably the best dentist I've ever been to, ever. So anyway, he prescribed me some medicine to make me sleepy. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be helpful. And so I remember the day that I had that appointment, I got the medication, and I felt kind of, I don't know. I felt kind of loopy. I don't remember. I remember we were going on an outing, and then I remember leaving the outing and I fell asleep in the car. I don't even remember going to the dentist office. And I don't even remember, I remember the music I was listening to. And I remember the drill, and I'm like, what does the drill look like? And he showed me what it looked like and what it does. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I can do this. So he did the drill, and the rest of the day, I woke up the next morning and they asked me how I was doing, and I'm like, I'm okay. And I don't even remember. Like, it was like waking up. It was like getting drunk the night before. It was like getting drunk the night before and then waking up with a hangover the next morning. So that's kind of what I felt like. So that was such a big help. And the second time I had to do it, I was like, no. And they said, we're not going to give you the medication this time. We're going to try the laughing gas. And I was like, okay. But this time I remember going to the dentist and I was more alert, and I was like, I'm really nervous. And I checked my blood pressure that morning and it was pretty high. I felt nauseated. I couldn't eat because I was too stressed out to eat. I was all freaked out about the sound of the drill. So I go in there and I see the drill and I'm like, you better not hurt me. Just don't make too much noise. Please don't make too much noise. You scare me. And it was like looking at your fear dead in the eye and be like, I am not afraid of you. So I got the laughing gas and I got the drill, and I'm like, and the person that took me, I just like squeezed her hand. I was like really scared, and I was like hanging on to her hand like this. I was like, I was like really scared. And I wanted to scream so bad, but instead of screaming because I was under the laughing gas, I ended up belly laughing. And then he did it a few times. I'm like, this isn't really bad, but my whole mouth was numb, and I was like, it felt, you know how you get Novocaine and you feel like your tongue is sticking out of your mouth? That's exactly what it feels like. I was like, I couldn't even talk because I was numb, because my whole mouth was numb. So, and the third time I did it, I had to get this back filling fixed. And I was like, oh, it's the drill. I think I can do this. But I don't like the sound, but figuring out that I have to do it, I pulled it up on YouTube, and just to find the noise of the drill. So I was like, dental drill sound, and I looked it up. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, okay. And I looked it up on YouTube, fear of the dental drill, and come to find out it's a very common thing. And even some dentists were like, it's okay, don't worry about it, just bring your headphones, you've got laughing gas, They said a lot of things that were really helpful, and I remember the dentist that did it to me the first time, I remember him saying similar things to that. So I was like, dude, I'm like, guys, thank you. So, and yes, the sound doesn't freak me out like it used to, because like every time I heard somebody else getting it, I'd be like, no. But after getting it done, it doesn't really freak you out. But yeah, I have to do it again. But after it's done and over with, I will make another video and let you know how it went. And if I end up getting a root canal in the future, I will make that video and let you know how it went. And if you have to go through that, I can tell you what to expect. But laughing gas is the best thing. I mean, you feel like my description of laughing gas, it smells like raspberry. It has like this fruity smell, and you feel like you're floating. It's like So, yeah. You know what to expect. So, anyway, besides that, I'm doing good. And I would rather get fillings and deal with the dental drill than have pain, than suffer in the near future, because I hear tooth pain is really bad. It's like the worst feeling in the world. And I've had migraines in the past to the point where they make me sick, and let alone what tooth pain would do. I don't even want to know. I've never had a toothache ever. And I'd rather hear the dreadful sound of the drill than endure any tooth pain. And I hear it's pretty ugly. Now, that staph infection I've had was pretty ugly, but I didn't get sick, but it was so annoying. And which staph infections really suck. That's another thing you don't want, but anyway, yeah. And here's a funny story about the dentist. Like, when I would be, okay, he's kind of cute, not gonna lie. Actually, he's so cute, not gonna lie. I was under the laughing gas, and I'd be like, hee. I'd giggle because I'd see him, and I tell him, it's the gas. It's the gas, and he actually believed it. But I was under laughing gas, so in my defense. So, anyway, they asked me if I wanted the laughing gas, and I'm like, yes, I want it, because it makes going to the dentist a lot more comfortable, and not, I can, it helps me not feel so anxious, and I get some headphones and put on some good music, like laughing gas and music. It's like, there's ways you can do, there's things that you can do to help tone it out, but, I don't get as anxious when they go in for cleaning, but I can tell them when my teeth are bothering me or something like that. They always ask, and I'm going to be honest. So, because, if I was just going in for cleaning, I would ask them to x-ray this tooth because of what I showed you, because I wasn't sure if it was a cavity or not. I thought it was one of my fillings falling out or chipped or something like that. That's what I thought. So now I know what it is. And anyway, guys, this video is like over 20 minutes long, and I was able to finish it without any interruptions because I put my phone on silent this time. So, but if I have to take an important call, I'm going to take it. So anyway, everybody, I know I'm sorry for getting a little triggered. I do apologize, but when you're trying to do something and you get interrupted, it's just aggravating. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. So if future me is watching this, just remember, you don't have to be afraid of the drill sound.